There are 10 things that you should never do at a concert. Concerts are fantastic. Live music is exhilarating and fun. There's nothing like it. But also, tickets are expensive and there are logistical nightmares to making a concert happen. So let's make sure that you have the best time possible at a concert, and even more importantly, others around you have the best time possible. Hey, I'm Richard Matto. This is for people who love music, and that's you. So let's talk about 10 things you should never do at a concert. First of all, don't disrespect the opening act. There are people in that venue that want to hear the opening act. Some people are there more so for the opening act than the headliner. And even if you're not familiar with the opening act, you can learn about a great band or artist and hear some fantastic music. But too often, people are in the concert venue chatting during the opening act or standing in front of others with their backs to the band. It's just annoying to people who are in there to hear the music, and it's annoying to the artist as well. So if you're not interested at all in the opening act, go out in the lobby, get there late, just don't be in the venue bothering people. And I'm going to suggest that you get there in time for the opening act and pay attention. You may hear a fantastic band. Remember, Jimi Hendrix once opened for the Monkees. Bruce Springsteen once opened for Chicago. Every band that you currently love was probably an opening act at one time. So go enjoy some music you may not be familiar with. You will not regret it. Okay, rule number 2. This applies to a smaller show, club show. These shows are usually general admission, and everybody stands the whole time. And these shows can be so much fun because you have a rare opportunity to get up close to the band, closer than you ever could at a big arena show. So these are great shows, but there are people who get to these shows, and I've been one of them many times. They get there 2 or 3 hours early and stand or sit in line waiting for doors to open. Then doors open usually a couple hours before the show starts, and you're standing there for a few hours waiting for the band to begin just so you can be up so close. Well, the people that waited that long kind of earned their spot there, so it's really not fair to them if you get there as the band's starting their first song and just push your way up to the front or weasel your way up to the front, getting in everybody's way, making it much more crowded than it should be. It's not cool. If you want to get there a little bit on the later side, that's fantastic. Just don't push your way up to the front and bother everyone else. Okay, third thing you should not do at a concert. Now, there are some exceptions, but in general, don't yell out requests at a concert. Now, there are some shows, maybe solo acoustic shows, or some bands are more amenable to this than others, but usually, especially in a large arena show, there's a planned set list. It correlates with lighting cues, audio cues, instrument changes, videos, all kinds of things. These things are planned out for your maximum entertainment enjoyment. And the band is not going to launch into your favorite song just because you're standing there yelling it all night. So just don't do it. And please, whatever you do not be the person that yells, "Freebird!" That was kind of funny and ironic maybe 20 years ago. Now it's just stupid. So please don't do it. Okay, fourth thing not to do at a concert. Don't have concert ESP. And this means, look, these days, anybody can go online, maybe to a site like setlist.fm, a great site, by the way, and find out the typical set list that your favorite band or artist is playing as they tour around the country or around the world. Now, granted, there are some bands, typically jam bands, bands like Fish, Dead & Company, maybe Guster, a lot of great bands do a different set list every night. But for most artists, they stick with a very similar set list night after night. So sure, you can act like you're a musical genius, go online and see what the set list is, and then say, oh, now they're going to play Go Your Own Way. And I predict they're going to go out and come back for an encore and play Don't Stop. Well, you read it online. Nobody thinks you have ESP. And there are other people who want to be excited by the song choices and don't want to know ahead of time what the playlist entails. So please don't have fake concert ESP. Okay, fifth thing not to do at a concert, and that is don't stand if everyone else is sitting. Sure, it's rock and roll, it's a free-for-all, anything goes, and there are many shows where everybody stands the whole time, or maybe everybody stands for the last few songs or during a particular high-energy song, and that's so much fun. But if you're at a concert and very few people are standing, and you choose to stand, I got news for you. you are bothering other people. You're getting in other people's way. You're blocking their view. You're just being annoying. So if just about everybody is sitting, take the hint and sit. And please, whatever you do, don't be the concert cheerleader where everybody's sitting and you stand and you're like turning around trying to get everybody to stand up. They don't want to do it. So if everybody's sitting, take your cue from that, and you should sit as well. Okay, sixth thing not to do at a concert. Don't join the band from your seat. And by this I mean, don't sit there or stand there singing at the top of your lungs if nobody else is singing. Now, granted, there are some songs that just turn into mass sing-alongs, and that's fun. There are times when the artist will hold the microphone out to the crowd and everybody joins in the chorus, or certain types of concerts, everybody does it. But at most concerts, people don't sing along loudly. You want to hear the band. People traveled hundreds of miles and spent hundreds of dollars to hear their favorite band or artist. They can hear you sing any night of the week. Just don't do it. I can think of 2 concerts I've attended recently where somebody right next to me was singing so loudly and out of tune and just horrible. It ruined the show for me. Just don't do it. Okay, 7th thing not to do at a concert. Just don't chat with your friends the whole time like you're out to dinner. Seems to be getting worse and worse and worse year after year. The concert is not the place to talk. It's the place to listen to good music. So if you have to talk that badly, again, go out in the lobby. Don't bother other people. But speaking of going out in the lobby, it seems like people are constantly getting in and out of their seats, going for beers or going to the bathroom. Can't people just sit for a couple hours and enjoy the music? When you're constantly shuffling around, you're bothering all the other people near you. So stop chatting, stop moving around so much. Concentrate on the great music and enjoy the show. Okay, thing number 8, not to do at a concert. Please, people are on their cell phones all the time. They're holding up for videos. Now, of course, we all love to get a quick video on our cell phone of a concert. It's fun, but if you're doing the whole concert from your seat in the back row, what are you trying to prove? There's going to be better video on YouTube anyway. And people are on there checking their social media feeds the whole time. Please pay attention to the show. Those kinds of things do annoy other people around you. So be present. Don't spend the whole concert on your cell phone. You're there for an amazing live experience. Take it all in. Get everything you can out of it. And that means it's not the time to be on Facebook or Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram or whatever you're on. Sure, snap a few pictures, but let's keep it to a minimum. Okay, 9th thing not to do at a concert. Now, let's just say that you're going to a show, you're going with some friends, and one person is responsible for getting the tickets. It's a pain in the butt. Nobody likes that responsibility. So if you're not the person that purchased the tickets, please make sure you pay the ticket buyer well in advance of the show. Before the show starts, the person that got the ticket should be paid in full. Ticket price, service charge, anything else. Pay them. And then, if you weren't the one that got the tickets, don't complain to your friend, oh, the seats were horrible, or the lead singer lost her voice, whatever. Just don't do it unless you want to be the one responsible for the tickets. Then you have the right to complain. And rule number 10, don't violate the golden rule of concerts. And that is, yes, have fun. It's rock and roll. Cut loose. Love the fantastic music. But if you're doing something that's annoying other people around you, try to be conscientious of it and just don't do it. That's the golden rule of concerts. Enjoy yourself, but don't annoy others around you. Well, I hope this was helpful and added to your concert-going experience, and maybe even add to the concert-going experience of the people around you. My name is Rich Matter. This is for people who love music. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe. There's lots more good stuff to come, and I'll see you at the show.